Rockstar Games has built an empire on the back of Grand Theft Auto Online, and what makes their success remarkable is not just the scale of the game but the way they've turned scarcity itself into a money-making tool. Unlike many companies that constantly push out frequent updates to keep players engaged, Rockstar's strategy has been the opposite. They release new content in carefully measured doses, often just a few significant updates a year, and somehow this has managed to keep players not only interested but desperate for more. The genius of this method lies in the way it manipulates anticipation. Every time Rockstar drops a trailer for a new heist, a batch of cars, or an expansion like the Cayo Perico or Diamond Casino, it feels like an event. The world's gaming press covers it, social media explodes with speculation, and players rush back to the game in droves. By keeping supply limited, Rockstar ensures demand never drops, creating a cycle of hype that fuels one of the most profitable pieces of entertainment ever created. The financial scale of GTA Online is staggering. Since its release in 2013, the game has generated over $8 billion in revenue, with most of that money flowing in long after the initial purchase of Grand Theft Auto V. Shark cards, the game's microtransactions, act as the silent backbone of this empire. Whenever Rockstar unveils a new car priced at several million in-game dollars, or a new nightclub, yacht, or weapon stash that costs more than most players can grind for in weeks, the player base is left with a choice: either spend countless hours farming missions, or shortcut the process by buying shark cards with real money. And because updates are spread out and timed to feel like cultural moments, Rockstar has perfected the art of making players feel like they have to catch up quickly before everyone else does. It's not just the updates themselves that drive spending, but the manufactured urgency that comes with them. What's fascinating is that the updates themselves are often not revolutionary. They don't overhaul the core mechanics or reinvent the game from the ground up. Instead, Rockstar adds just enough to give the illusion of freshness, whether it's a set of new cars, a luxury property, or a storyline heist. These updates cost Rockstar far less to produce than a full new game, but they give players the sense of being part of an evolving world. This careful trickle of content stretches out the lifespan of the game indefinitely, turning what could have been a one-time purchase into a recurring revenue machine. The scarcity of updates paradoxically makes each one feel more valuable, and that scarcity drives the news cycle, the YouTube guides, the Twitch streams, and ultimately, the in-game purchases. It's a business model that thrives on patience. Rockstar doesn't need to release constant patches to stay relevant, because they know the longer players wait, the louder the demand becomes. By not flooding the market with content, they turn absence into desire. Every new update becomes a headline event, every patch note feels like a clue to the future. And every minor addition keeps a player base of tens of millions convinced that the game is still alive and worth investing in. The waiting game itself becomes part of the experience, a ritual that keeps the community engaged long before the update even arrives. Rockstar has effectively monetized time, stretching out the lifespan of a single product into more than a decade of dominance. The result is one of the most profitable live-service strategies in the history of gaming. GTA Online isn't just a game, it's a financial instrument disguised as entertainment, and the limited updates are the lever Rockstar pulls to keep the machine running. By giving players just enough to stay hungry but never enough to feel full, they've mastered the art of turning anticipation into currency. In doing so, Rockstar has rewritten the rules of how video games make money, proving that sometimes the smartest way to keep people buying is not to give them everything they want, but to keep them waiting for what comes next.